after every team have received your new paper note. And still, if anybody have written something on the paper note, please raise your hand, and the staff will come collect your paper note and exchange you with a new one.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates with the brightest minds out there, welcome to the Solar Sister Round of the 14th Siriraj International Medical Microbiology, Parasitology, and Immunology competition.
But first and foremost, we would like to congratulate all the delegates here for breezing through our first round exam and revival round exam. We are really glad to have you here. But wait, we forgot to introduce ourselves, didn't we?
You're right. We're your hosts for this exciting showdown. สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Pear.
And I'm God. All right, so it's pretty awkward, but no worries, and it is a pleasure to be hosting all of you guys here today. All right, are we ready for some intense brain exercise today?
Absolutely, God. And speaking of brain gymnastics, let's take a moment to appreciate the amazing effort and dedication poured into this competition by the Faculty of Medicine, Siriraj Hospital, Mahidol University. They've truly crafted a thrilling and intellectually stimulating event for all of us.
That's right, Pear. A round of applause for the incredible organizers for setting this stage where knowledge meets excitement right here at SIMPIC 2025.
Now, let's talk about the heart and soul of this competition. All of you, our esteemed delegates, your passion for the pursuit of knowledge has brought all of us here together. And what an opportunity it is to witness it in action.
Oh, absolutely. Your presence here signifies the pursuit of excellence. Everyone, please give yourself a round of applause once again, delegates. You are the star of this show.
And of course, apart from the delegates, we also have the judges for this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, may we introduce you to the judges for the solar system round.
For the Department of Microbiology, specializing in bacteriology, Assistant Professor Ayarit Thaipisutthikul. Dr. Suphathep Tansiri Chaya. And Assistant Lecturer Nanapon Ongwarawut.
Next, from the Department of Microbiology, specializing in Mycology, Associate Professor Phopchai Ngamsakul Rungrod. Assistant Professor Nathanan Pinchai.
From the Department of Microbiology, specializing in virology, Assistant Professor Kamun Suwarnakan. And Assistant Professor Chutikan Chaimayo.
Next, from the Department of Immunology, Associate Professor Darupa Sung Sathit Tanon.
From the Department of Parasitology, Dr. Dolapon Anopat. Assistant Professor Pacharapon Tesha Sinthana Sara Sombat. Dr. Nathawat Chayawong. Professor Sirijit Wongkamchai. And Dr. Pawina Dilok Sampan. Everybody, please sit tight, keep those neurons firing, and most importantly, enjoy every moment of this friendly yet fiercely competitive atmosphere.
All right, I've just seen Dr. Pornop Nayane just came. Please give him a warm welcome. Right, before we kick off our promising solar system round, let's wrap up all important points for this competition.
In the overview, we will start from a quick summary of agenda, rules, and agreement of this competition. Importantly, we recommend you strictly comply with these points for your benefits of this round.
First things first, please check yourself whether there are no electronic devices, smartwatches, and other prohibited belongings left in your pockets. If you have one, please raise your hand so that the staff will collect it and you can retrieve it after the competition.
And on your table, you will find note paper and a pen for note-taking throughout this competition. And don't forget to sign your name in the designated area on the note paper. And another thing, if the computer screen accidentally turns off, please log in back by using the password Siriraj, spelled S-R-I-R-A-J, S-R-I-R-A-J. Again, S-R-I-R-A-J in all lower cases.
Now, onto the competition rule, we have a video here to explain the rules. Delegates, please pay attention to the following video. This is a demonstration of how the semifinal round works. At the start of the round, each team will be divided into 5 divisions and arranged randomly as follows. After seated, turn 1, question 1 starts. The time limit for each question is 1 minute and 40 seconds. After each team has answered in the provided platform, click Submit All and Finish to send the answers and stop the timer, as the accuracy of the answers and time spent will be used to calculate the score for the team. After the time has run out, the examiners will reveal the correct answer, and each team has the opportunity to challenge their answers. 2 challenges are available per team. After everything is cleared, turn 1, question 2 starts. The process will happen as before. Then, turn 1, question 3. And turn 1, question 4. Afterwards, turn 1 is finished. The score from 4 questions will be calculated and summed up into the total score of the first turn. The score will be used to rearrange the formation in the divisions. For example, in Division 1, the score of the teams in this division will be compared and sorted in order to form 1st to 6th. However, if 2 or more teams within the same division have the same amount of points, the sudden death question will proceed. One multiple choice question will be given with a time limit of 1 minute. The team that answers the question correctly will proceed to the next turn. If both teams are correct, the team with less time spent will place higher than the other. If both teams answers the question incorrectly, the sudden death round will proceed again until one of them answers the question correctly. Then each team will move clockwise as follows. The final results of rearrangement will be as shown. The score from this turn will be reset.
Then, the turn 2 will start right after. In turn 2, it will be exactly like in turn 1, where there are 4 questions and the answers will be reviewed one at a time, including a time you can challenge. But in this turn, there will be an elimination with the rearrangement. The team with the lowest score from the second turn each division will be disqualified, and there will be 5 teams left. The rearrangement system will be the same, and the result will be as shown. The score will be reset and start over again in the next turn. Turn 3 will proceed in the same way as before. And in this turn, there will also be an elimination with the rearrangement. Only the last team with the lowest score will be eliminated, and the rearrangement will take place. And then the turn 4 will start. This repeats until turn 6. Turn 6 is the last turn that will be used to find the top 5 teams for each division and continue to the final round.
All right, as we have seen in the video, this solar system round comprises 6 turns of competition. Each turn contains 4 questions, which are multiple choice question or MCQ, multiple true-false or MAQ, short answer question or SAQ, and spot diagnosis respectively.
Each question has 100 seconds for you to submit, whereas both accuracy and time spent is calculated into score, while accuracy is prioritized over time spent.
And please remember, don't forget to click the Submit All and Finish button to send the answer and stop the timer.
After time is up, an examiner will present an answer key together with 15 seconds opening for you to challenge the answer by raising your hand. Each team has 2 chances to challenge their own answer.
After your team enters a challenge, if the examiner accepts your challenge, you will gain a score back.
But if the examiner rejects your challenge, your score remains 0 and you also lose 1 challenge card.
And after all challenges are resolved, the question ends and the score of all teams will be updated.
When 4 questions pass, the first turn finishes. Then rearrangement occurs based on new score ranking, and fortunately, there is no disqualification in the first turn.
From the second turn onwards, the team with the lowest score in each division will be disqualified each turn. So for the third turn, there will be 5 teams left in each division. This will continue until the final turn, where only 2 teams are left in each division.
When each turn comes to an end, if there are 2 or more teams in the same division with the same lowest score, the sudden death round will be held. Eventually, 5 winners from 5 divisions will be qualified and will proceed to the final round in the afternoon.
And in the case of any network disconnection or system error, please notify your nearest examiner staff and wait for further updates. Also, I want to remind you again that if the computer screen accidentally turns off, please log in back by using the password SIRIRAJ. SIRIRAJ, all in lower cases, and after finishing the question, please press the Submit All and Finish button.
All competitors are not allowed to leave the room while the competition is ongoing, and toilet breaks will not be available.
However, if an emergency situation arises and you need to leave the room, please raise your hand and our staff will go over and assist you as needed.
There is a manual for using the SelectX exam system on your table. Please kindly look at it to help with your login process. You can also freely move the laptop around.
Lastly, any violation of rules or suspicious behavior will result in disqualification.
Well, before we start, we would like to show you the division that you're placed in.
And you don't have to be serious about remembering your division, as you wouldn't need to move around during this competition at all. Just remember to try your best. We will change the division for you guys after the end of each turn. We will announce your new divisions before each turn starts.
I think everyone's all set.
I think sounds like it, yeah. The anticipation and excitement in this room is currently on fire, you know, right? Let's check on the competitors to see if they're now ready.
Are you guys ready for the next round? Right.
Yep, all right. I think they are very, very ready now.
Great. Get ready to unleash your skills and show what you're made of.
All right. We'll start with the first question. Once I say go, please refresh the website and hit the first turn MCQ button to start your exam. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
The password is 191919. The password is 191919.
If you have any problem logging in, please raise your hand to notify your nearest staff. And if you're finished, please click on the Submit All and Finish button to stop the timer.
All right, which cytokine receptor is highly expressed on CD3+, CD4+, FOXP3+ cell? All right, time's up. Looks like all teams have submitted. And the answer to this question is A, IL-2. Before the judges reveal the score of this round, if any of you would like to challenge this question, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds to do so. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now.
Only 5 seconds left.
All right, looks like no team wants to challenge. So staff, please show us the scoreboard.
All right, the score will be as follow. And we have finished with the first question of this semi-final round. Now we will proceed to the second question, but still in the first turn, which is the MAQ. If you're ready, please press the MAQ button of the turn 1 in 3, 2, 1, go. The password is 753753. The password is 753753. All right, and the question is, regarding hepatitis D virus, which of the following is correct? All right, the time is up for every team. And the answer to this question is A, it's viral, it's true. It is true that it's the smallest human pathogen. It is true that it needs hepatitis B virus for its replication. It is false that it has a single-stranded linear DNA genome. And it is false that its genome has a region with high homology to hepatitis B surface antigen gene. All right, before the judges reveal the score of this round, if any of you would like to challenge this question, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds to challenge on this question. All right, looks like that team wants to challenge. All right, team LSM01 would like to challenge on this round. So what's your question to the judges?
Could we ask if the prions would be considered a smaller human pathogen? Prion, prion.
We not accept. We not accept. So in this case, for the prion is like the misfold protein, right? So in this case, we consider the between all of this, we consider for the HDV, which is a viroid that has lack of the structural protein. So we did not consider prion in this question. So we not accept.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so the challenge from the team LSM01 is not accepted. I am really sorry. And I believe the score is ready to be shown.
All right, there's some changes to the score after the second question. Now, let's move on to the third question of the first turn. And the third question is a short answer question. And on your Surface device, it's called SAQ. And the timer will start now. The password is 791345. The password is 791345. What is the natural host of Microsporum gallinae? All right, time's up. And the answer to this question is fowl, poultry, or bird? Before the judges reveal the score of this question, does any team want to challenge? If you want to challenge, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds to do so.
Is chicken considered a fowl, poultry, or bird? Chicken.
It's accepted.
Sorry?
Accepted.
All right, congrats.
Thank you.
All right, now we have to wait for a while for the technical team to
Calculate your
recalculate the
scores.
score as chicken is also accepted. So we might want to have to talk to the delegates for a while as it is kind of having a tense air in here. So, Per, did you know that when did Siriraj was founded?
Oh, I don't know. Can you tell me when?
Well, it's in 1888.
Right,
So
very
that would be an
old.
interesting information for you guys today, I guess. Maybe it's not that much important for your competition, but it might be important if you want to have a connection with some Siriraj people.
Right, that's some piece of information you need to remember.
All right.
God, what's your favorite Thai food?
I don't know. Maybe we might want to ask some team out there. Maybe we'll start with this team, I guess. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Renata.
Rananda. Do you have any favorite Thai dishes?
Pad Thai.
That will be an interesting choice of dish, of
Right, I
course.
like pad Thai too.
Yep, and I think as we have chatting with some delegates, now the score is ready. And the scoreboard will reveal to you guys right now.
All right, we're going to move on to the next question.
Yep, and we'll at this fourth question of the first turn, which is a spot diagnostic question. And once I say go, you can press the button in 3, 2, 1, go. The password is 321478. The password is 321478. All right, the question is, what is the most likely bacterial causative agent responsible for this clinical presentation? Now the time is up for this question. And the answer to this question is Borrelia burgdorferi or Borrelia afzelii or Borrelia garinii? All right, now before the judges review the score of this round, if any of you would like to challenge on this question, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds to challenge on this question. All right, it seems like nobody would like to challenge. And now we can show you the scoreboard right now. All right, as you can see, in third division, KKU02 and AJICU01 have the same amount of score. So we will now proceed to the sudden death round to determine the ranking in each division.
Before we begin, let's remind the rule of the sudden death round again. One multiple choice will be given. The team with the correct answer and the least time spent will survive and proceed to the next turn. Challenges are also permitted in this round.
We will give the signal once the sudden death round is ready to begin.
Apart from the equal score teams, other competitors are not allowed to enter this round of competition. We are ready to enter the sudden death round.
All right, staff, please switch back to the scoreboard for a second. Team KKU02, please raise your hand. And Team AJICU01, please raise your hand. All right, these two teams, please press the refresh button once. Make sure you have gained the access to the sudden death question in this turn. If you have no access to that question, please notify your nearest staff. Then you can begin doing the question as we give your signal.
3, 2, 1, go. The password is 464664. The password is 464664.
All right, what structures are mainly observed in the microscopic examination of clinical specimens from patients with coccidioidomycosis? All right, now the time is up, and the answer is spherulis. All right, before the judge review the answer for this question, please raise your hand if you want to challenge on the question in 3, 2, 1. All right, if nobody would like to challenge, we can now proceed to the scoreboard. All right, as actually, even though both teams answered correctly, but there is one team who have answered the question earlier, so they will be placed in the higher ranking.
All right, so as this is the final question of the first turn, the ranking of the division and rotation will be shown as well. Staff, please show us the new divisions. All right, here's the new division.
All right, don't worry, you guys. We will not eliminate any team in the first turn. We just want you to get used to the system first. And after this round, all the scores will be reset to 0. Only the cycling of division happens in this round.
All right, 5 more turns to go. And we're going to start turn 2 now.
All right, if you have any question, please raise your hand, and this staff will be right there to help you. And if the second turn question is not appeared on the screen, please press refresh. And also, if you still have a problem regarding anything of the competition, please raise your hand and the staff will come and assist you as you need it. In order to refresh the screen, press function button in the same time with F5 button to refresh the screen.
Or you can press F5 to refresh. All right. Does any team have any problems with the second turn? If you do, raise your hand now. All right, if not, we're going to proceed to the second turn. And this is the first question of the second turn, which is a multiple choice question. And we're going to go now. The password is 963214. The password is 963214. What type of mycosis has the highest incidence? All right, time's up. And the answer to this question is A, candidiasis. All right, if any team wants to challenge, you can raise your hand now. There's 15 seconds to do so.
Thank you. We are from team USU01. From the table of Murray, it's from the case of incidence, prevalence of incidence of the cases. The cryptococcosis is over than 1 million, but the candidiasis is over than 700,000. Is it listed? It is listed in the table.
I use the Javed. The Javed number page
sorry,
number
sorry.
673 is say the mycosis habitat blah 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 the mycosis with the higher incidence is candidiasis and the dermatophytosis blah blah blah.
It is listed, and is it compared and with another?
I know. I'm just thinking that I don't have the Murray right now. Because sometimes when Murray say it has specification like it's a blood or something, it is like it's a invasive mycosis. Yeah. So it's different. So it's a invasive mycosis. So not overall. The Murray is not overall, you understand? It's invasive, it's not overall of everything. This is for everything, including the superficial mycosis also, not only the invasive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much from the judges. I have seen another team has raised their hands within the time limit. Do you guys still have a, all right, no question anymore? So now I guess we can show the scoreboard. All right. You can see some interesting scoring out there.
Right. Let's move on to the next question.
Yep. And we'll move on to the second question of the second turn, which is a multiple true-false question or MAQ. If you're ready, press the button and start the quiz now. And the password for this question is 789852. The password is 789852.
If the question doesn't pop up, press F5 to refresh.
The question is, what could be the causative agent of eosinophilic meningitis? All right, I suppose the time is up for everyone. And the answer is A. Toxocara canis, true. B. Tinea solium, true. C. Naegleria fowleri, false. D. Pelisaurus prosionis is true. And E. Paragonimus westermani is true. All right, before the judges review the score of this question, if anybody would like to challenge, please raise your hand now.
You still have 10 seconds to challenge.
All right, the time is up for the challenge. And if nobody would like to challenge, the score is ready and it will be shown now. Well, the scoreboard looks pretty familiar.
All right, it's okay. Let's move on to the third question of the second turn, which is a short answer question or SAQ. Right, and we're going to start now. The password is 741963. The password is 741963. What is the molecule responsible for the transport of IgG from maternal circulation across the placental barrier? All right, time's up, and the answer is FcRn or neonatal Fc receptor. All right, you have the same 15 seconds to challenge. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now.
Okay, we are from team CU02, and I want to ask if FC neonatal receptor is accepted.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, your challenge is accepted. Does any more team wants to challenge?
All right, there are teams who want to challenge, and the staff will take care of them.
From Su number O2, is FC gamma RN acceptable? Can you ask the question again?
Is FC gamma RN acceptable?
We accept.
All right, so right now we might want to wait for the judges to recalculate the score.
Right? Because there's some challenges going on. Oh, there's more challenges.
From Team 01, is FC Gamma N accepted?
FC gamma N, right?
Yep.
It's not accepted with there's no receptor on it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, while we're waiting for the judge to recalculate the score, maybe we still have a lot of chatting available for every one of you guys here.
Right. Which team should we go to?
I don't know.
What about this team in the front?
Yep, of course.
All right, AJICU02. What's your name and where are you from?
Hello, my name is Darren and I'm from Atmajaya, Indonesia.
All right, so how are you feeling right now for the semi-final round?
Wow, so fun.
All right, that's okay.
That might be a valid response for that question, actually. I think the scoreboard is still not ready. So maybe we have to find another victims for us.
Yes.
All right, you can choose now. You can choose whether whoever you want, and we might ask them a question just for a little
All
icebreaking
right,
in case.
what's your name and what team are you from?
My name is Poo, and we come from Navamin 1, from Washira Hospital. Yeah.
Are you think you're gonna go into the final round?
You guys, wish me luck. Wish me luck.
All right, good luck.
All right, as you have asked people from Wajira, maybe we have to ask another team from Wajira as well. So hi, how are you doing today?
A little bit stressful, no? Like not very well.
All right, any more words for your competitors?
Good luck, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, NMU02.
All right, the scoreboard is ready. So staff, please show us the scoreboard.
All right, and the score will be as follow. And now we'll move on to the third question of the second turn. Oh, sorry, it's a fourth question of the second turn, my bad, and it's a spot diagnosis. And if you're ready, press the button and you can now start. And the password is 456852. And the password is 456852. All right, and the spot diagnosis question is, which infectious disease has the clinical presentation shown in this picture? All right, that's a time's up for everyone. And the answer to this question would be erythema infectiosum or Fifth disease or parvovirus B19 infection. All right, before we will reveal the score, if anybody would like to challenge, you can now raise your hand at this instant. You have 15 seconds to raise your hand. All right, that team over there.
Our team name is NCKU01, and we want to ask if we can write mumps.
This one we will not accept for month.
All right, the other team over there.
My name is Rafid from AU01. Is parvovirus B19 only accepted without infection?
Oh, okay. So although the viral cause is correct, but we ask the infectious disease. So if you answer just parvovirus B19 without the term infection, we will not accept.
All right, you still have time to challenge. Oh, that team over there, staff, please take care of them.
From KQ01, can we spell fifth disease when we start with a lowercase f, the small f?
Okay, so the main thing is that you need to spell it right. So if the small f we accept, but if in
Thank
the
you.
but if you answer anything in the context that you answered and it has misspelling, then we consider not accept.
Thank you.
All right, let's challenge to ongoing with that team in the back.
Yeah, sorry, I think you talked about, our team is LSM02. Just now, I think you mentioned that parvovirus B19 is not affected because it's an infection. We think there's more semantics issue because let's say if I turn around the words around and ask you what form of central nervous system dysfunction you have, and your answer is meningitis, I won't answer meningitis central nervous system disorder. So this is more semantics issue rather than more of like an ID issue, like, if you think about it.
Yeah, and just want to follow on this because it's perceived as infectious disease. Okay, we're also wondering because, for example, HIV is also it's a virus. It's also an infectious disease. So parvovirus B19 is the organism causing the infectious disease. So like, must you really put down the word infection right after parvovirus B19 in order to get the answer correct? Yeah, that was our question because we also put down just parvovirus B19.
And if you look at most of manuscripts published online, they won't write parvovirus 19 infection or just parvovirus straight. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing your opinion in this part. However, the judge decision is final, so I hope you accept what the judge decision.
All right, we still have 5 seconds left for the challenge. If anyone would like to challenge this question, all right. I think no one will no longer challenge on this question. we can now see the score right now. And of course, as you can see, there are two pairs of teams that have equal amount of score. So of course, the sudden death round will be proceeded.
All right, team USU01, please raise your hand. Team SU01, please raise your hand. Next, team AJICU01, please raise your hand. Team NMU01, please raise your hand. All right.
Of course, these following team, please press the refresh button once. Make sure you have gained the access to the sudden death question, to the second sudden death question. If you have no access to the question, please notify your nearest staff. Then you can begin doing the question as we give you guys a signal. All right, please hold on a second before we continue with the second sudden death question. As the staff preparing you guys the portal to the question. For the team that are going on with a sudden death question, please hold on a second.
All right, the judges have something to say.
So there are question about the group, which one? USK01, right? That you asked about the 56. For the 56, I accept, but you also answer erythema infectiosum with misspelling. So anything you put in the answer and it's misspelling, then we cannot give the score. Yeah.
All right, I hope that resolved the question. And for the four following teams that I have mentioned, you can now proceed to the sudden death question right now. And the password is 879865. The password is 879865. All right, time is up for the sudden death question, and the answer to this question is B. Defecation outdoors is a major risk factor of the infection. All right, the score is now ready, so you can see the ranking right now.
All right, but as we have come to the final question of the second turn, the ranking, there will be some eliminations.
All right. Of course, the rankings as shown at the end of this turn, teams with the lowest score from each division will be unfortunately eliminated.
Yep, and we have to bid farewell to Team SWU01,
USK01, AU01, BU01, and UMP01.
Thank you for taking part in this year's SIMPIC competition. We are glad to have you here.
All right, as we have finished this turn, all the scores will be reset to 0 and cycling of the division will take place as following, and the third turn shall begin.
The first question of the third turn will be a multiple choice question, and this question will start now. The password is 753951. Oh, don't forget to refresh by pressing the F5 button. M protein of Streptococcus pyogenes can facilitate antiphagocytosis by what mechanism? All right, time's up, and the answer is C, ozonization inhibition. All right, now have you seen the answer? Does any team want to challenge? You have 15 seconds to raise your hand. All right, no team wants to challenge. Staff, please show us the scoreboard.
Well, now it's here. Still bringing the heat out of the competition, right?
Right.
So now we have to proceed to the second question of the third sub-round, which is a multiple true-false question or MAQ. If you're ready, please press the MAQ button of turn 3 now. And the password for this question is 222 555. The password for this question is 222555. All right, this question is a 20-year-old woman presents with a fever, runny nose, and myalgia for 3 days. Which of the following plays a role in the immune response against this infection? All right, it seems like every team has submit their answer, and the answer to this question is it is false for IL-8, it is true for IFN beta, it is false for DH17 cell, it is true for plasmacytoid dendritic cell, and it is true for CD16 plus, CD56 plus lymphocyte. All right, at this point, if anybody would like to challenge the judge decision, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds to raise your hand and challenge the judges. Less than 5 seconds left. All right, so it looks like nobody would like to challenge, and the score will be shown here. Ooh, all right. That was pretty intense.
Right, let's move on to the third question of the third turn. Which is a short answer question, or SAQ. Right, we will start now. The password is 943761. The password is 943761. What is the primary reservoir of Sin nombre virus? Time's up, and the answer is deer mouse. Pyromachus maniculatus, mouse or mice? Okay, looks like a lot of teams want to challenge. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now.
Okay, I'm from KQ01. Can we use the word rodent?
Not accepted. Rodent is not accepted.
Thank you.
Right, does any more team wants to challenge? Raise your hand now.
From KQ03, is that the word rat is accepted? Rat.
Again?
Rat. The word rat is accepted?
No, not accepted.
All right, does team want to challenge as well?
We're from AGICU02. What if we answer Mus musculus, the scientific name of mouse?
Sorry, which team?
AJICU02.
Okay, accepted.
Accepted. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, we are from UMDIP01. We answered mouse deer. Is it accepted?
Sorry,
sorry.
Not accepted.
Apa? Sorry? Not accepted.
Accepted.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, the time to challenge is up. Is the scoreboard ready?
It seems like scoreboard is not ready yet, as we might have to recalculate some of the team's score. All right, now it's ready, and it will be shown now. All right, now it's time to move on to the last question of the third turn, which is a spot diagnosis question. For the third turn spot diagnosis question, if you're ready, please press the button in 3, 2, 1, go. The password is 776644. The password is 776644. All right, the question is, what is the normal habitat of this organism during its impregnated stage? All right, now I guess the time is up and everyone has submitted this response. And the answer to this question will be skin or stratum corneum or epidermis or outermost skin layer will be accepted. All right, before we see, it seems like we have a lot of cheering out there, but before the judges review the score, please raise your hand if you wanna challenge in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 3 teams over there would like to challenge.
Hi, this is LSM02 over here. So basically the question I want to ask is sebaceous glands accepted? Because you understand that skin is the right answer, but we thought the answer would be you'll be looking for a more specific response. Oh, could we ask why? Because we were wondering, because we thought skin would be too general, since skin itself is a very huge organ with multiple layers itself. While sebaceous glands is a more specific response.
They actually don't live in the sebaceous gland. They live in the outer layers of the skin called epidermis in the stratum corneum. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
From NU02, in answer is interpharyngeal area is accept.
I think it's not acceptable because interpharyngeal area is not specific though. We're looking for the word like skin epidermis, stratum corneum, something like that.
All right, I think a couple of team over there.
Hello, test. So, hi, we are LSM01. We put the intertriginous areas of the skin. So we didn't mention the skin.
It's accepted.
Okay, thank you.
Epidermis of the skin.
We from CMU02. We answer for human skin. This is accepted.
It's accepted.
Thank you.
All right, you still have 5 seconds to challenge if you want to. All right, this team over here.
Hello, we are from AGICU02. We want to ask if we answer human skin inside burrows, to be more specific.
That's accepted.
Okay, thank you.
All right, 4 seconds to challenge. If you still want to have a question, please raise your hand now. All right, now the time is up for challenging. All right, the score will be recalculated for the one who has challenges the judges. So I guess another round of chatting, I guess.
Yes, right.
Maybe we'll start with someone right in the middle because we haven't yet someone around here. So good morning, people from KKU. How's your feeling lately after we have just entered the 4th question of the 3rd round?
We are cold.
I think so too. Even I'm on blazer, I'm still thinking this place is freezing out there. All right, for team USU01, you have any words for the not judges, of course, the team, other teams today?
Well, the judges are very awesome, very cool, and let's do the best for all of us.
Yes, that's right. The judges are very awesome and cool. That's Team USU01. Right.
Thank you, the team in the middle.
The score is ready. And here is the ranking.
And once again, there are one pair of team who just has the same amount of a score. So these 2 teams will proceed to the sudden death round. AJICU02, please raise your hand. And UI01, please raise your hand as well. these two teams will enter the third sudden death round.
All right, both teams, please press the refresh button once and make sure you have gained access to the sudden death question in this turn. This is sudden death, question 3. All right, if you are in, the password for the sudden death 3 is 125678. The password is 125678.
And the question is, which condition most likely occurs in a patient with AIRE mutation? All right, both of the team just answered the question. And the answer to this question is BAPS1.
Right.
And the each two teams still, we cannot determine the ranking of both teams yet, so we will proceed to the next sudden death question.
Right. This is sudden death question 4. Please press the refresh button once again and make sure you have access to sudden death question 4. All right, looks like everyone can access. Right, and the password is 121231. The password is 121231.
All right, it seems both teams just submit their answer, and the correct answer to this question would be E. Bartonella bacilliformis. All right, and now it seems like we have concluded the ranking of both teams, and the ranking will be shown right now.
All right, as here are the scores, and we have come to the final question of the third turn. And the ranking and the rotation will be shown as well. But at the end of this term, the teams with the lowest score from each division will be unfortunately eliminated.
And yet we have to bid a farewell to Team LSM 02, NCKU 01, LSM 01, SWU 02, and CMU 02. Thank you for taking part in this year's SIMPIC competition. We're glad to have you all 5 teams here as well.
All right, as we finish the third turn, all of the scores will be reset to 0. And the cycling of division takes place. Here is the new division. Please have a look. All right, we are now going to start the fourth turn. The first question for the fourth turn is a multiple choice question. And it will start now. The password is 846248. The password is 846248.
Please press the refresh button before you proceed to the question. Thank you.
Which of the following is a potential complication of untreated balantidiasis?
All right. At this point, everyone just submitted their answer.
And the answer to this question is B, intestinal perforation. All right, you have the same 15 seconds to challenge. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now. All right, no team wants to challenge in this question. And staff, please show us the scoreboard.
Ooh, it seems like everyone answered this question correctly. And for now, we will now proceed to the second question of the fourth turn, which is a multiple true-false question. And you can now click on the button and start now. And the password for this question will be 167943. The password will be 167943. All right. The question is, which of the following gut microbiota belongs to the phylum Bacilliota? All right, I suppose the time is up for this question. And the answer to this question is A, Bacteroides fragilis is false. B, Bifidobacterium longum is false. C, Akkermansia mucinifila is false. D, Lactobacillus acidophilus is true. And E, Faecalibacterium prausnitzii is true. All right, at this point, before we review the score, if you guys have any challenges to the judge, please raise your hand now. You have 15 seconds, as always, to challenge. All right, the time is up for the challenge, and the score is now ready, as shown here.
All right, let's move on to the third question of the fourth turn, which is a short answer question. All right, we will start now. The password is 449123. The password is 449123. Which cluster of differentiation marker is used to identify naive T cell and helpful to diagnose severe combined immunodeficiency disease? All right, time's up, and the answer is CD45RA. All right, does any team want to challenge this question? You have 15 seconds to do so. All right, time to challenge is up. Staff, please show us the scoreboard. All right.
I think the scoreboard's not ready yet. We might want to wait for a while before we reveal who will get through this fourth turn of this
right.
round.
There will be elimination this round.
We of course can see all the tense atmosphere out there, and the score is now shown here.
No sudden death round this time. All right.
All right, as we have come to the all right, wait a second for a bit. Now the score is shown here. We have come to the final question of the fourth turn. Ranking of division and rotation will be shown as well. All right, can we have a new division of this turn? Oh, sorry. I forgot that we have a fourth question upcoming for your guy. My bad again. Maybe the atmosphere makes me feel a little bit dizzy for a bit. So we'll continue with the fourth question of this turn. It's SWOT diagnosis. All right. The fourth question of turn 4 will start now. The password is 557786. The password is 557786. All right, the question is, what is the name of the antigen preparation extracted from the filtrate of the liquid mycelial culture of the organism? Can we get back to the password? Once again, it's 557786. All right, we might have to wait for a while as I think there's chaos out there. Okay, staff, can we now confirm that we can proceed to the next phase? All right, so please wait for a second for the staff to recheck all the system once again, as we have seen a little chaos out there. All right. All right, as we have encountered some technical difficulties for a little bit before we reveal the correct answer to this question.
All right, let's ask CU01. How are you feeling after the fourth turn?
It's very exciting and thrilling. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, though the question is very fun.
I hope so, yeah. Of course, I can see others' distress throughout the hall as well. So maybe we might want to ask some staff that how do you feel as a staff being here today with all the delegates?
Everyone tried their best and everyone did really well in the first round.
Yeah, exactly. I guess so. Yeah.
All right. Here's the scoreboard after the fourth turn. There's the sudden death round again because there are various teams who have the same amount of scores. Right, team ULMO2, please raise your hand. ULMO2, please raise your hand. All right, team NMUO2, please raise your hand. Team BUO2, please raise your hand. Team SUO1, right? Team UNAIRO1. Okay.
Oops, we just skipped the answer of the previous question. I'm sorry. And the answer of the previous question actually is coccidioidin. It's coccidioidin. So we just forget to let you guys challenge. So if you guys want to challenge on this question, please raise your hand.
Thank you. We are from BU02. So in antigen preparation for, what we see is a coccidioidomycosis, right? And we are seeing spherule. So there are spherulin antigen preparation other than coccidioidin. So do you accept spherulin? Thank you.
So spherin is not accepted because we asked the mycelial culture for spherulin. It's from broad culture of spherules.
All right, thank you, Judge. Does any more team want to challenge?
You have 7 seconds to challenge on this specific question. All right. If there's nobody who will challenge anymore, we will get back to the scoreboard once again. And of course, the team that we have called before, can we see your hand once again? ULM02, NMU02, BU02, SU01, and UNAIR01, please raise your hand. These following five teams will proceed to the next sudden death round.
Right, all teams in the sudden death round 5, please refresh your screen and make sure you have gained access to the sudden death question in this turn. If you have any problems, please notify the nearest staff. Right, looks like everyone's in the sudden death question, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. The password is 777771. The password is 57 and 1. Okay, time's up for the sudden death. All right, and the answer is B, hepatitis B virus. Right, does any team want to challenge this question? You have 15 seconds. 5 seconds left to challenge. All right, time to challenge is up.
And we can now see the scoreboard of this after this question. All right, we still have a pair of team who just got a same amount of score, which will proceed to the next sudden death question.
All right, team ULMO2, please raise your hand again. And team BUO2, please raise your hand again. Okay. All right, team NMU02 doesn't have to challenge again because they answered the previous question quickest.
Well, before we proceed to the next question, the scoreboard will be round up to 1 decimal point. However, the actual score and the elimination and the ranking process will be considered all the decimal points and will not be shown right here. All right, at this point, ULM02 and BU02 will proceed to the next sudden death question. All right, you have any question regarding the... All right. Is there any more question regarding the score right now as I have seen the chaos in the air? All right, we now coming up for a sudden death sixth question, and it will start now. Please refresh the button to see the portal to the question, and the password will be 444587. The password is 444587.
All right, time's up. And the answer to this question is A, CD59. All right, does any team want to challenge this question? You have the same 15 seconds to do so.
All right, time's up for the challenge. And I think the scoreboard is ready, and it will be shown for you guys right now.
All right, we have come to the final question of the fourth turn, and the ranking and the divisions and rotation will be shown as well. And the lowest team, the teams with the lowest score from each division will be eliminated.
And we have now bid a farewell to team NMU02, USU02, KKU03, NMU01, and SU01. Thank you for taking part in this year's SIMPIC competition.
All right, I think it's time to move on to the fifth turn. And the first question for the fifth turn is a multiple choice question, and we will start now. The password is 664452. 664452. A 20-year-old woman is diagnosed with allergic asthma. Which medication is not useful in this patient? All right, looks like all team have answered. And the answer to this question is D, H1 receptor antagonist. Right, does any team want to challenge? You have 15 seconds to do so. Please raise your hand if you want to challenge. All right, time to challenge is up. All right, staff, please show us the scoreboard. All right, after seeing the scoreboard, I think it is time to move on to the next question.
Yep, then the next question would be a multiple true-false question, or MAQ, for the fifth turn. And you can now proceed to the question this instant. And the password is 794613. The password is 794613. And the question is, what are the clinical features caused by dermatophyte infection?
All right, looks like all team answered. And the answer to this question is...
It is false for Tinea versicolor. It is true for Tinea corporis, true for Tinea pedis, true for Tinea barbi, and true for dermatophytid. All right, in this instant, before we review the score, if anybody would like to challenge, please raise your hand now. You have the same 15 seconds to challenge on this question. All right, the time is up, and the scoreboard is ready, and here will be the score. All right. We will now proceed to the third question of this turn.
All right, this is a short answer question, and we will start now. The password is 575951. The password is 575951. Which bacterial genus is primarily isolated and identified using cysteine telluride agar? All right, looks like all teams submitted their answer, and the correct answer is Corynebacterium. All right, you have the same 15 seconds to challenge. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now.
All right, that team over, at the back. Please stop the timer for now.
From NU02, ask the acceptance answer is Corynebacterium SPP point.
We give the point for that one. Accepted.
Okay, thank you.
All right, the challenge will continue. And time for challenge is now up.
All right, the scoreboard is ready, and here it is.
All right, and now we have arrived at the fourth question of fifth turn, which is a spot diagnosis question. And you can now enter the portal of this question in this instance. All right, the password is 363234. 363234. And the question is, what is this parasite? All right, I guess at this point, every team has submitted the answer, and the correct name of this parasite would be Giardia lamblia. You will have 15 seconds to challenge on this question. If you have a question for challenge, please raise your hand now. All right, the time for challenging for this question is up, and I believe the score is ready, and we'll show it to you guys now. And we will have the next sudden death round for a pair of BU02. Please raise your hand. And UNAIR01, please raise your hand as well. All right, these two teams will proceed to the next sudden death round.
All right, both teams, please press the refresh button once and make sure you have gained access to sudden death 7 question. Please don't forget to refresh.
If you have any problem If you have any problem regarding the accessibility of the portal to the sudden death question number 7, please tell the staff. All right, I take that as a no.
All right, we're going to start sudden death question 7 now. The password is 759821. The password is 759821.
All right, I suppose both teams have submit their answer, and the correct answer to this question would be D, Staphylococcus aureus. All right, at this point, if you want to challenge, please do so now. You have 15 seconds to challenge.
Right, time to challenge is up, and here is the scoreboard. All right, as this is the final question of the 5th turn, there will be eliminations. We must bid farewell to KKU01, CU01, CMU01, AJICU01, and USU01. Thank you for taking part in this year's SIMPIC.
All right, as we finish turn 5, of course, all the score will be reset to 0. The cycling of the division takes place as following. And we will now proceed to the last turn of the solar system round. And the 6th turn shall begin.
All right, for the first question is a multiple choice question, and we will start now. The password is 874196. 874196.
And please refresh the website before you proceed to this round of question.
I think there's some problems with the password.
All right, it seems like they got a wrong password.
Please wait for a while for our staff. Right, the new password is
734156. The new password is 734156. You can now proceed to the question 1 of turn 6.
which of the following statements is incorrect regarding the oncogenic viruses during the oncogenesis process? All right, all teams submitted their answer, and the correct answer is B. Viral structural proteins are often produced. All right, you have 15 seconds to challenge. All right, no team wants to challenge. Here is the scoreboard.
All right, now we proceed to the next question of the final turn, which is an MAQ question. All right, if you're ready, we'll start the question now. The password is 369258. 369258. And the question is, which molecules is or are involved in the follicular helper T cell function in the lymph node? All right, it seems like every team have submitted their answer, and the correct answer to this question would be A, ICOS is true, B, IL-21 is true, C, CXCL13 is true, D, BLIMP1 is false, and E, alpha-4 beta-7 integrin is false.
All right, you have 15 seconds to challenge. If you want to challenge, raise your hand now.
All right, the team over there.
Hello, so I'm from KKU 2. So can I ask, please can you explain how CXCL13 involved in the T follicular hyper cell function? Because from what I remember that CXCL12 is involved, but I'm not sure about 13, so can you explain?
Okay, so from the past, okay. So T follicular hyper cells highly express chemokine receptor CXCR5 are drawn into lymphoid follicle by CXCL13.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, you still have 9 seconds to ask the question or challenge the judges. All right, the time is up, and the scoreboard is shown here.
All right, I think it's time to move on to the third question of the sixth turn, which is a short answer question, and the question will start now. The password is 753852. The password is 753852. Which stage of Spirometra masoni can be found in human tissue? All right, all teams submitted their answer, and the correct answer is Pleurocercoid or Sparganum. You have the same 15 seconds to challenge. If you want to challenge this question, please raise your hand now. You have 5 seconds left to challenge. Time to challenge is up.
All right, as the team will recalculate the score, this would be the final turn
Right,
of this competition in this round, solar system round. We still have
10 teams left.
And with one question.
Yes, we have one question left. And after this turn, we will determine the finalist.
All right, and the scoreboard is ready and it will be shown now. I'm feeling the heat all over the room right now, and I think we shall move on to the last question of last sub round. If we not count the sudden death, if we have one, and turn 6, question 4, the spot diagnosis question. You will start now. And the password is 123258. 123258. All right, and the question is, please name the genus of this human pathogen. All right, the time is up, and we'll see if we can conclude our finalists in this following question. And the answer will be mycoplasma. All right, you will have the same 15 seconds to challenge, and the timer begins now. All right, as the challenge is over, while we're waiting for the score to be calculated, we might want to ask our prospect candidates for the finalists of SIMPIC 2025. Good morning, Team BU02. Do you have any words for the audience out here?
Yeah, so it's a very thrilling and fun competition, and I would like to say congratulations for all teams who got the solar system, and wish us luck in the final round.
Of course, thank you, Team BU02, for your lovely answers to the question.
All right, Team CU02 is still in the competition. How are you feeling?
I think it's a very exciting competition, and all you guys have done really good.
Would like to thank all the judges and also the organizers and staff. It is very an exciting experience for me, and no matter what the results are, I'm proud of being here and reading tons of books to answer these super difficult questions are give me lots of things. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us too here in SIMPIC.
All right, maybe we want to go for another team who is still left as a 10th finalist, UI01. How do you feel that you are still standing here at the final question of solar system round?
Yeah, we're glad we got to the final round, and we're happy to the finalists, and congrats to you all. Good luck for the final.
Yeah, thank you for your lovely answer as well.
All right, Team KKU02, what do you have to say to the other teams who might be competing in the final round?
Good luck, all finalists, because I think I know my fate now. I will watch you from my seat.
Thank you for all the judges. That the question is really difficult and the competition is so intense. Thank you for fill my gap of knowledge.
All right, thank you, Team KKU.
All right, and thank you everyone for participating in our chatting for today. And before we reveal our 5 finalists for today's competition, if we call your team name, please stand up and follow the examiner staff. All right, the finalists of SIMPIC 2025 would be all right. The finalists will be ZU02. Please stand up and follow examiner staff. BU02, UNAIR01, ULM02, and HJICU02. Congratulations to our finalists.
Finalists, please stand up and follow the staff. Finalists, please stand up and follow the staff. The staff is right here, raising their hand.
All right, and good job for all the remaining teams. You have done a really great and brilliant performance out here as well. Please clap your hand for yourself.
Give yourself a round of applause.
All right, at this point, we really thank you as well for the judges for to having with us today.
Okay, so before we end this event, we would like to give you a bit of information on what will happen in the epic finale of this competition. The final round will be held at Ratchapananda Sirinthorn Auditorium at 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. All competitors in the final round must get to the C. Savarintira Building Hall at 1 p.m. for preparation.
Yeah, but all you guys are also invited to watch our 5 finalists get slaughtered in that round as well. All right, and the final round will consist of 4 stages, each presenting their own scenarios and challenges.
All right, I'm starting to get just excited just from hearing that.
Yep, and that is just a brief information about the upcoming final round. More will be given this afternoon before the start of the competition.
All right, everyone, please give a round of applause to the judges as well as the organizers of this event. They have worked so hard